Hi, my name is Oscar, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about California's recycling system and how it isn't functioning properly. California's recycling system fell down 40%. CalRecycle conducted yearly studies monitoring California's average disposal habits, and in 2020, it found a total of 44.9 million tons of disposed recyclable waste. And in 2021, there was an increase to 46 million tons disposed. Director of CalRecycle, Rachel Machi Wagner, explains that packaging makes up about 25% of what is thrown away in California annually. In Chico, I've noticed that a lot of the packaging is usually made up from aluminum packaging used for beverage, food, or fruit containers. Cans are in short supply nationally, creating a massive shortage for brewers and beverage companies, which drive up the prices for drinkers. Aluminum cans are some of the most versatile packaging options for products because it is durable, lightweight, and 100% reusable. They are perfect insulators for cold drinks and food items that need to preserve the quality from impervious conditions that can affect its shelf life. Sun, moisture, oxygen are kept out of the sealed can. All of these are made from aluminum and are corrosion resistant. Next is the approval of Ordinance Number 2490. In the state of California, the City Council of the City of Chico included approval to Ordinance Number 2490, amending the Chapman-Mulberry Neighborhood Plan and the Title 19 of Chico Municipal Code. This Title 19 is a part of Chico's strict codes of ordinances for land use and development regulations. There were many concerns by Chico residents. The Chapman Elementary School and the Sierra Nevada Brewery, all of which reside near the East 20th Street on Chico, they opposed the Chico scrap metal business's operations because they polluted into local residences. Traces of contaminant metals in their dirt were discovered, and it created hazardous traffic violations during open hours. The Butte County Board of Supervisors, along with the Planning Committee and with the help of contract planner Randy Chaffin, agreed to the Butte County Chapman-Mulberry Neighborhood Plan in January 25th of 2000. Butte County Department of Development Services, their general plan revision Chico scrap metal under land use policies stated, the city and county shall facilitate the relocation of the Chico scrap metal yard to an industrialized zone location. Chico scrap metal owner Kim Scott later said that the city of Chico sued Chico scrap metal to close. To quote, she says, in their general plan that they wrote in their own language, Chico will assist with the relocation of Chico scrap metal, which they have not done. Next, we're going to get into how removing the only buyback recycling center has affected areas of Chico's community. Looking at these photos, all of these photos were taken in Chico, proximately near Amtrak, and it's very evident and noticeable that people are still trying to recycle. They're still trying to differentiate between items that are valuable and that they can reuse or resell, and items that they can also keep with them, but at the same time non-reusable. This particular individual had a massive amount of cans and bottles that he was planning to resell or reuse, I imagine. But at the same time, he did have them organized, as you can see in the bags, many of which were kind of, least organized. But in the next photos, you can see that he also has just a bunch of them laying in between leaves or into the, the roots of the trees, which isn't very aesthetically pleasing, but he's still trying to, make a change. The next part of this video includes how does recycling work, and according to CalRecycle, the California redemption value means that beverage containers purchased in California have an estimated redemption value according to the container and retailer. This then allows consumers to receive CRV refunds once they have redeemed brought back or given back a certain amount of recyclable beverage containers at a recycling center. Beverages packed in aluminum, glass, plastic, and bimetal containers, with the exception of some wine and distilled spirit bottles, their California redemption value is 5 cents for each beverage container less than 24 ounces, 10 cents for each container greater than 24 ounces, and in some special occasions, here we can also see that some distilled spirits may be valued at 15 cents. Well, one might ask themselves, why does this matter? And my response to that is, well, why not? Why should conserving our resources be that important? And as professional recyclers like CalRecycle have explained to us, recycling improves the conservation of energy 90% of the time. This doesn't mean that simply categorizing where recyclable trash goes. It means reusing and keeping resources in manufacturing and supplying cycles without the need to keep making more new material from scratch. And for those who are still worried about your friends or colleagues, your family members who aren't as well educated as you are today by viewing this video, there are places in California that provide a backup safety recovery program called MRF, or for short also known as Material Reclamation, Recycling, or Recovery Facilities, or just simply MRF. They're known as plant management systems that specialize in receiving, recovering, and reserving appropriate recyclable materials, and they usually tend to look like this. Below, I have a 7-step process that regards to recycling, and the first step is redesign and rethinking of how we can recycle. The second step is to clearly reduce the amount that we're intaking, which is, as we're consumers, we consume less, so reducing the amount we consume. Reusing what we already have from what we have consumed previously, to compost and recycle, and the biological treatment. Material recovery, which includes MRF, and residual management, also stabilized landfilling, which is the exclusion after MRF. From residual management, we go straight to what is unacceptable, and it's also known as waste deregulation and incineration.